Hello, my name is Tom Stiles, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And I really want this Eton satellite radio to succeed. And so I moved downstairs. I'm in my workshop. I've got most of the lights off, the fluorescent lights off, which provide most of the light, because I know they do provide a little bit of interference to the radio. So I'm going to give this radio its best shot. And it's 8:50 p.m. here in Florida. And we've tuned to the station that we last tried, which was 5.050, which is in Tennessee in the United States. And we're getting about an S5 or X6. And we're going to turn up the volume here and see what we got. Bingo! Doing pretty good. Now keep in mind that I'm using the telescopic antenna, and I just checked this station upstairs in my office with my Grundig 750 and the G5 RV external antenna. It's full scale, booming in clear as a bell. This one on this scale is about half scale, and it's coming in very good. It's even bouncing up sometimes to full scale. Now is that? I hope it's coming in. I turned all the lights off. Let me just see what happens, and I'll give you some more lights. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting interference from those fluorescent lights. Let's turn those off. And hopefully, let me look at the viewfinder here and see what, boy, that is in the dark, isn't it? But that display is really showing up in the dark. Let me try this regular bulb to get some light on it. Now you can see the radio, and there's no noise. Okay, so let's put it into scan mode. We're on the shortwave band, of course. And now we're going to scan. This is scanning. Whoa. Cuban station. That was at 5.810. I've got it in the 5-second wait and then continue scan. This meant that the population of the largest of the Caribbean islands. 6.000. 6.030. Cuban station. I'm in the band now, the 49-meter band, and I get a lot of Cuban stations. That might have been China radio. It's picking up everything now. 6.175. So like I say, that 149-meter band has a lot of South America, Cuban stations, which I get a lot, very strong here in Florida. There was just noise. Another Cuban station. Conditions seem to be pretty good after a couple of days of very bad reception. .265 might have been Tennessee. 9.410, I believe that's China radio. 9.490. So the radio is, like I said before, well, that's beautiful. I think that's China radio. or might have been Radio Romania. Like I said before, the G3, which is the predecessor to this, had very good sensitivity and selectivity. So I'm glad to see this radio is doing just as good. Once I got it away from that noisy RF environment of my office. Let me just stop it for a second. Stop. Stop. Okay. The volume off. One of the things that one of my fellow YouTubers, he did a show on getting away from the noisy RF environment, because inside your house you typically have a lot of appliances, computers and lights and stuff like that that create a lot of RF noise. And to get away from that, you just can't take a wire and string it to your radio. You really need to bring that signal in on shielded coax cable and make sure that coax cable goes outside and far enough away from your house so that it gets away from that envelope of RF noise like you saw on this radio in previous shows. And I can accomplish that by either using my G5RV setup and having the antenna brought into the radio properly through the external antenna jack so that it's got the ground and the center conductor. Or if I come down in my workshop and don't turn on any computers or any fluorescent lights, the RF noise environment is very good in my workshop. So I can use internal telescopic antennas in that case. Let's turn the volume back up. Let it scan for a little while longer. It's up to 25 meters. 1200 megahertz, or 12 megahertz, I should say. And like I say, this is in the scan mode. So if I was manually tuning this, I probably would find a lot more stations. And I don't have my computer on, and I should have brought down a listing of stations frequencies I could try, but I didn't do that. Sometimes the mind just doesn't work. Well, in my case, most of the time it doesn't work. Okay, I think we're going to bail out of here because we're already up to almost 16 megahertz. We're up to 17, so we're up to the 16 meter band. I don't think we're going to find anything above that here at night. But you never know. Conditions could be such that the upper shortwave band is better tonight than the lower, but it appears the lower is better. And I didn't start at the very end. I started at, I think, was it 5 megahertz? So I didn't start at, the lowest band. And let's just try something here. Let me hit F1. Okay, so I guess I did. Let me even going even lower and see if it will scan. Started 2 megahertz. Yeah, started at 120 meters now. Just gonna see if it picks anything way down there, down below 3 megahertz. And then we'll eventually get back to 5 megahertz, which is where I started, and we'll call it quits. Okay, we're up to 75 meters. Oh, and before I call it quits, I'll try, see if I can pick up some ham radio traffic and use single sideband. Okay, there's the data I was getting the other night on the one to 5.015. That seems to be the band that's active right now. Yeah, that's that band where all those Cuban stations are. Now there we're back to 5.050. So let's go to turn the volume down. Let's go to 7 megahertz. And then we'll turn the volume up. And we'll tune down to see if we get any pirate stations. Let's put it in slow tune. Okay, we're in slow now. And I noticed that, you know, I was talking about, whoops, shut up. I was talking about the muting. I noticed then when I was tuning real slow and suffering the effects of the muting, even when I stopped, it took it a half or a quarter of a second for it to come up for the full strength of the signal to recover. So that's pretty annoying. Jeez, that's real annoying. Okay, where are we? So for scanning the bands using the tuning dial, this radio, how can I say it nicely? Stinks. Okay, we're not finding anything. Let's go up to the ham band, doing funny hams. Pretty dead. This band is pretty active for the ham band. Whoop, there's one. Where'd he go? He's on single sideband. That's not right. There we go. I'm in slow tune, so I use this to tune in the single sideband. You may be on lower. Okay, let's go to lower. He stopped transmitting now. See, that's almost impossible to tune single sideband. Right around there. Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. I think I'm going to stop before I throw this thing across the room. So anyway, forget single sideband on this radio. You don't have the detailed, that's not the right word, the fine resolution of tuning. The minimum resolution is 1 kilohertz. And for single sideband, that's just not fine enough. So I cannot tune in that station. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that as far as AM and listening to international broadcasts, this radio is pretty sensitive. And as you saw, it was picking up a lot of stations tonight, getting outside of the RF noise environment of my office. So I think that's going to be it as far as reviewing this radio. And I think I'm going to pack it up and send it back. I'm not very happy with it. So thanks for watching. Have a happy new year. Bye-bye.